The latest trend on YouTube's is the sugar diet.
The sugar diet.
Yes, the influencers are recommending it because it's supposed to be great for weight loss and metabolism and all those kind of things. So we've been trying our own version of it. At the core, it is a high carbohydrate, low protein, and low fat diet. And so this past week, we've been doing our variation, which is the rice diet. And after 5 days of rice, I can confirm 100% beyond a shadow of doubt that you should try this if you like farting. I'm Ty.
I'm Amy.
And this is Ty and Amy Try Things.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that was the dietary plan last week.
It was
the rice diet. So we're going to talk here about what we did, why we're doing it, and what our results were. So let's talk about what we did. What was our protocol?
So the protocol was rice and only rice and more rice.
It was a little more broad than that, though, right? we did white rice.
We did basmati.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We allowed sauces.
We did. So I had soy sauce. That was the only sauce I chose to use. But
yeah, she's not a big sauce person. I went with kung pao sauce and like a barbecue
there
sort of thing.
There was a Korean barbecue.
Yeah. So that was good. I enjoyed those things. We cut out alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So that was something we wanted to do. And I also drank fruit juice.
Oh, okay.
During the course of the thing. So I had some orange juice here and there, some cranberry, pomegranate juice.
We had a couple of figs here and there.
That's true. Yep, we did sneak some of that in there.
As they became ripe.
Yeah. So that's what we've been doing. Rice is the staple. What about why we're doing it? We're getting this question a lot. Friends are saying, why are you eating, last time we did potatoes, why are you eating only rice?
After they look at us like we're completely crazy because they don't understand.
So why are you doing this? And I'll talk about my why.
So my intention is weight loss. That's my intention. I have a long-term goal that I want to get to, but we had tried some different things and restriction and different things like that, and I think it's time for me to do another push to get to the next set point. So that's my.
Yeah, and all the YouTubers are saying that this approach is supposed to be easy to do, with good weight loss and maintaining and ramping your metabolism. So we're trying it for ourselves. And there is some science behind it, which I'm not going to go into, but there is some about some hormones that are released when you restrict protein, and that can lead to an increased metabolism and that sort of thing. So that's what they're saying. For me, I hate saying for weight loss because I'm already a pretty lean guy.
He doesn't necessarily need.
So as far as the weight loss side of it, I've got like a 2 to 3 pound vanity weight goal that I want to try and hit. But the bigger issue for me is I've dealt all my adult life with kind of ups and downs of mood and fighting with depression and digestive issues. And a number of years ago, I began kind of a journey into keto and eventually carnivore, and found that my mental health is directly connected to my gut health. And so when I'm eating foods that make me feel bloated and gross, that typically leads to me having depressive symptoms. And I felt great mood and digestive wise when I was doing carnivore. But I started having electrolyte issues. I started to have leg cramps and poor sleep and this kind of thing. So it wasn't sustainable long term. So kind of what I'm looking for is to find carbohydrate sources that I can eat to keep my electrolytes balanced, that don't trigger that digestive issue and the depression.
Absolutely.
So searching different carbohydrate sources to find the right fit to pair with some of the meat-based or animal-based approaches.
Yeah.
So how did we do?
So I think this week was interesting for me, and I struggled a little bit. I will say that on Thursday morning, I did not have any rice made at the house, and so I left for the day knowing full well I hadn't eaten well on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I had not consumed enough calories on Wednesday, I promise you.
Mm-hmm.
So then Thursday was already depleted. I left the house and had tons of errands to run. I had to be all over the Metroplex. So I did stop at a Payway and got their bourbon chicken entree. So the bourbon chicken entree is a ton of rice and then just a little bit of chicken on the top. So I could have done a lot worse.
Yeah.
And I ate mostly rice out of it and just a few pieces of the chicken, not a ton, maybe a couple of ounces of the chicken. But as I was going through that, I was thinking, this is not sustainable. I cannot do this. This is not. And I don't know if that was just because it was the hanger talking,
Right.
or if it was the fact that the week before we had done the
Potatoes.
potatoes, where it's just so restrictive. You can't deviate. Like I went to a barbecue joint and got a baked potato, but had to pay a ridiculous amount for like an itty bitty potato.
Hmm.
So I think it might just be that there's so few options,
Sure.
especially as you're out and about, for somebody who's on the go as much as I am.
Yeah.
And so I think it just, after doing it 2 weeks back to back, it might have gotten to me a little.
Yeah, yeah, it's tough to navigate eating such a limited diet if you go out. It's easy if you're staying at home,
Hmm.
right? Preparing your meals and that kind of thing.
Hmm.
But it is a challenge when you're out and about, like you tend to be.
Yeah.
I think also one of the things, as we talk about results, neither one of us are probably eating as much as we should.
Hmm.
The whole point of this diet is that you can eat more, or at least as much as normal, and still lose weight. But I think if there's any weight loss, it's probably from calorie restriction, just because
Hmm.
she's out and about, doesn't have access to the food.
Hmm.
I've been busy with our harvest and stuff going on here at the vineyard, and I don't take time to stop and eat.
Hmm.
So that's kind of a confounding variable,
Sure,
I
it's
guess, because we're
multifaceted.
one of our goals here was we didn't want to count calories because
Right.
that sucks
Yeah.
and nobody wants to do it.
Right.
So it's just kind of free living humans and eating intuitively.
Right.
Um, I didn't do the payway, but we did have a harvest on Friday,
Right.
and volunteers came out, and it went kind of long, so we got them pizza, and I ate pizza.
Yeah, as
So
did I.
so that was on
Friday
Friday.
lunch. Hmm.
And another throw in there, I had some leftover potatoes going into it. So Monday, one of my meals was potatoes instead of rice, but yeah, it's not much
Yeah, but
different.
still, yeah.
So I would give myself probably like a 75% compliance rate this time.
Yeah.
So, it's a passing grade, but it's not great.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And maybe that's the thing. I feel like it was the same with the potatoes.
Hmm.
Is it possible to do this thing at 100% if you're out and about, if you're living a normal life and
Yeah.
going to
You
friends'
have to
houses and
you have to make some serious what's the word?
concessions,
Yeah, concessions or
adjustments?
yeah, you just have to plan for sucky. Like if you're doing potato and you're out and about, you just got to bring cold potatoes to eat, right?
Right.
If you're that dedicated to sticking to it, because you can't always warm up your food.
Yeah.
I'm eating cold rice because that's what I'm doing. So there's definitely some commitment that has to be there to stick with it 100%.
And I will say Tuesday I did actually bring rice in my car and I ate it
Yeah,
in my car. It was like kind of lukewarm because
yeah,
it had been warm in the morning.
yeah.
And I ate it before I went into bunco because I knew going into bunco it was going to be a thing.
Right.
And I also didn't do alcohol at bunco, which is a thing. People
Yeah,
do,
yeah.
we always share
Part of the
wine
social
and
experience.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So
How did it feel, or not feel, but how was the palate? Like, did you get bored of rice? Was it something you enjoyed? What was your
I
experience
was
there?
okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was good with it. Probably just as good as I was with potatoes.
Okay. I probably like potatoes a little bit more. I did like the rice when I was putting the sauces on, but at a certain point I thought, maybe I shouldn't sauce it up so much, and
Right.
went to just like soy sauce, and that wasn't as fun.
I did start using more and more soy sauce as the week progressed. I found that I was shaking it more.
Yeah, yeah, right. For sure.
Getting heavier with my pour.
Yeah. How did you feel on this diet in terms of
So,
digestion and all that sort of thing?
kind of funny. I felt like I was kind of bloated. I felt heavy. I felt like, you know, like I was hanging on to things. I had regular bowel movements and everything, so everything was normal, but I just felt heavier.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt heavier. I felt bloated. I was constipated, and I farted a lot.
I didn't have
Yeah.
that. But I also wasn't constipated, so.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So rice doesn't like me apparently. So it was not my favorite, and I kind of by the time we got to Friday, I was like, this sucks, and so I ate the pizza, and I'm just like, I'm done. This is not the avenue for me. I can maybe eat a little bit of rice, go out to an Asian restaurant once in a while, probably fine, but overall, yeah,
Okay.
not a great thing.
All right. How did it do for your weight?
So, well, oh yeah. Let me before we jump into weight,
Oh, sorry.
mood. For me, pretty sucky. Yeah. So I've been pretty down, been fighting the blues, and this did not help. Don't know if it made it worse, better. Did not make it better. So I've just been kind of cruising along there.
I didn't notice an effect on my mood one way or the other, or my clarity, mental,
Yeah,
anything like
yeah. My
that.
energy level was fine. I didn't feel tired or lack of energy or anything. But yeah, okay. So wait, let's jump into that. You want to go first? You want me to?
Sure. So wait,
It was a
I
question.
started. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I said, do you want to start or do you want me to? And you said, sure.
Oh,
Hmm.
guess I'll start.
Okay, go for it.
I started at 139. Look at me putting the one in front.
Yep.
39.6. I ended at 36.3. So down 3 pounds, just over 3 pounds.
Yeah, yeah. Mine went the other direction. So I started. It was 159.2 and ended up the week 161.3. So up about
About
2 pounds.
Yeah, I was gonna say almost
Yeah.
3 pounds.
I have a feeling some of it's just kind of hanging out in my intestines, and at some point that'll drop.
There we go. All right.
But yeah, that's kind of weird. Obviously, the scale is kind of a goofy thing. We do use a Fitbit scale that measures body fat percentage, and so my body fat percentage did trend down,
Mhm.
even though the weight kind of went up. But it's such a it's not very
Yeah.
scientific.
Yep. Yep.
But all in all, would you put this in the toolbox? Is this
Yeah, I
something
mean,
that
if it's something you wanted to do for 5 days,
I mean,
go
for
for
you
it.
though, is this something you would want to repeat to
I
try and see some weight loss?
I could, yeah,
Oh, okay,
I could.
okay, interesting.
I probably liked potatoes a little more,
Yeah,
which is a surprise to me because I really like rice.
yeah, yeah. I would pick the potatoes over the rice, 100%. I don't think I need to do this again. No, I would not put this in my toolbox. What this teaches me is that that's not sustainable for me
Yeah. I
for any
do
period of
think
time.
that there is when, as far as cooking, that you can get the microwave rice, you can get the easy potatoes. There's no easy way to do quickly potatoes.
Sure, yeah, there was that is true. The rice is much easier to make and
Mhm.
to prepare. You don't have to peel potatoes. You don't
Mhm.
have to do that whole thing. It is,
Yeah.
yeah,
Even just not microwave making it normal is not that complicated.
right.
But making it, you can get the microwave bag
Make it super easy.
super
Yeah,
easy because I'm a convenience junkie. He called me out this week.
yeah.
I am a convenience
And
junkie.
you could probably have more variety too if you decided to bring in other rice types.
That's true.
We did basmati. You could throw in some jasmine, some wild rice, some this, that, and the
Right.
other, and get some
Get it
excitement in
funky.
there. But to me, it didn't feel good, so I wouldn't want to keep doing it.
All right.
All right, next up, we're going to continue with the dietary intervention, the low carb or high carb rather,
Yep.
low fat, low protein. And next week we are looking at fruit juices, honey, maple syrup.
Wow. Wow.
At least fruit's portable.
And fruit is portable. So
Fruit's an on-the-go kind of food.
I am grateful for that. I am grateful for that. I feel like it's definitely going to be calorie restriction
Mm.
only because like how many
You see, this is where it'll be easier to get the calories up there. Juice.
Oh,
You
okay.
can go to town on juice. Some
Okay.
orange juice
Okay, I could
and
drink some juice.
bananas. Those are easy to carry
Okay.
around. So we've
Okay.
got figs in our property that are coming into season. We've been eating them off and on here for a little while. We've got a bunch of cantaloupe that have ripened. Of course, we've got a vineyard, so we've got a lot of grapes, but
Yeah.
those all become wine. So, and yeah, so that's going to be. We're going to hit that fruit juice, honey, maple syrup. So this will be more true to the sugar diet that's being talked about online, and
Okay.
we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Perfect. Well, I'm excited. We'll try something new and see what happens. We'll give
Exactly.
you our results.
Yep. All right. So thanks for joining us, gang. Guys, gang,
Y'all.
y'all. Thanks for joining us, y'all. We'll see you next time. Cheers.